Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Can he put it away? Garcia. Played out to the right.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
João Neves. Played out to the left flank. Good read, needed to be. Paris Saint-Germain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Doué! And that has fair fizzed.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's in! Oh, there's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... And one more try! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Doué at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
He can run onto that. Look at the space here. Doué! And he has kept it out somehow.
Doué really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. 15 minutes till half-time. Garcia. Paris Saint-Germain have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Garcia. Doué. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's been got another chance. And it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's picked his way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. And the whistle goes for half-time. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Paris Saint-Germain 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. That gets things going for the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele powering forward here. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Bellingham was in no mood for any of that. Vinicius Junior stood up well to him there. Paris Saint-Germain, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious changes.
Great hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now here's the delivery.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Fran Garcia gets across to intercept that. Dink through. And he should have made it 4.
Paris Saint-Germain were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
So can they do it again? Kvaratskhelia! Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, easy pickings there. Alaba. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Nuno Mendes. Paris Saint-Germain are almost home and dry now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Hakimi. And they win it back again. Bellingham. And Alaba. Vinicius Junior. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Dembele! Great football, shot and save. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. It is could be danger here. Nuno Mendes pokes it out wide. Doué. Chouameni with a definite foul there. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute. He's
Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kvaratskhelia. Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That's a sharp pass. Shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And that is as far as they're going to go. He is through here. Picked out brilliantly. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Barcola in acres of space out wide. Howson proves too strong. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Chouameni gets it away. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Oh, this is a terrific run. Nice control. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Vinicius Junior! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
There's the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
João Neves. Hakimi. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Vinicius Junior. Pass is just off target. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And that's really well manoeuvred. João Neves finds himself offside. Vitinha. Alexander-Arnold. And that has been cut short. And that'll be a goal kick. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And it's Dembele. He's got away. Threads one in. And that's a good ball. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. In he goes again. In for the pieces.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Kvaratskhelia. Bellingham. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Goulet. He's got to be in here. And a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Paris Saint-Germain are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Marquinhos. And Zaire Emery.
When you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role, and it may well yet make all the difference here.
Decent hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. And through to the goalkeeper. Hakimi. Now it's Dembele. And he's managed to get free. Quality ball. Shot could be on. Cross goes in there. And that should be the keeper's. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.